Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Justin here, and today I wanted to kind of bring back my Q&A series, which I started about a year ago and kind of got busy and forgot about it for the past year. So as you know, I did recently just do my office and setup tour, and it seemed like you guys like it as it has over 150,000 views already. So I thank you for all your support and feedback on that video, but there's definitely a ton of questions and comments left on that video, and I thought a good way to come back into this Q&A series would be to answer questions surrounding my setup. So I'm going to be reading some questions off my phone here that you guys tweeted me, as well as some that were left on the video. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So the first question is from Twitter user Ruben de Nerona, and he asks, how much did the setup cost roughly in total? And this is probably the question I got asked the most out of anything, and obviously that is to be expected. So the office in total costed quite a bit. The furniture was about $2,000 Canadian. Obviously that would be cheaper for you guys in America. The TV was about $1,200, and the painting in total, including labor, costed about $300, including $2,400 in monitors, which was the 2 ultra-wide displays. And I also bought an Asus PQ321Q for editing behind me, and also another $300 or so in the speakers. And I'd say give or take $500 in miscellaneous items that I missed, such as chairs and just some office supplies. To kind of broaden in that question, everyone did assume that my parents bought everything, but it's possibly because I look younger than I actually am. I'm 18 years old, by the way, and all of the money in this entire office was paid for out of my savings, and I actually do have to pay my parents rent for this room as it was a guest bedroom. So I've been making YouTube videos for the last 5 years, so I've been around for a while, and that entire time I've been doing videos out of my bedroom and study room. So I finally decided to invest in this office, and I think it will definitely benefit the workflow and productivity going forward for the next few years. The next question comes from JR Huber, sorry if I messed that up, and it says, how much more productive do you think you have become since the new office? So working upstairs, it got the job done for quite a few years, and it was quite nice to work in. As you know, about a year ago, I did just revamp my office setup, but having my office of my own has changed everything, obviously. Being able to design everything exactly the way I wanted to, make any modifications. Going to Ikea and hopping on the ferry and heading over to Vancouver to check out furniture definitely gave me a lot of inspiration in terms of making a 150 square foot room as useful as possible. So I've got the 2 setups here. I've got the editing bay right here, another desk over there, and I've also got the TV so I can work and watch TV at the same time. It is much more productive, much more storage space, have my own quiet space down here. The mood lighting also helps a lot, thanks to LifeX for that. But in general, I cannot say how much more an inspiring workspace contributes to your productivity going forward. And I'm someone who is really influenced by the workspace. It really motivates me to want to work. The next question is from Jerry Wei Lan, and he asks, what's that overhead slider camera rig above your filming desk? I got a ton of questions about this after I did my initial video of the office tour, and I actually tried to hide that in the tour, and I was even thinking of just tossing it out completely and figuring out how to get rid of it, but that would just be an absolute shame. And everyone keeps asking me where they can buy that, but it was actually made by a fellow YouTuber who you should definitely check out, Larry from Geeky Nerd Dad. He made it for me a while back, and it was custom to fit my Ikea desk, and it is an overhead setup. That is the perfect overhead setup. Just mount the camera plate on there and it is good to go. But unfortunately, I haven't really used it as much as I would like to, so maybe I'll find a use for it in the near future. The next question, one sec, my phone isn't rotating.
A few moments later.
The next question comes from Android Armand, and he asks tips for our setups, what to get on a budget. And my tip to you is make the most of your space, and Ikea furniture is very affordable. And a lot of people asked in my video, if you have enough money to really deck out the office, why did you go with Ikea furniture? The truth is, it's very functional and they make everything that I like, and I think the quality is good enough for its price. Obviously for chairs, I'm a Herman Miller fan and those aren't cheap at all, but I think Ikea Furniture is really accessible and pretty much everyone out there has an Ikea desk, at least in the YouTube tech community. They make some great stuff. Some other things is to keep things simple, and stuff like cable management can really add to the way your setup works. Having a messy desk just makes it hard to work in. So cable management tools aren't expensive at all. So that is something you should definitely consider when building your setup. But just trying to work with what you have and slowly building it up over the years. As if you've been following my channel for a while, you may know I originally started making videos on an iPod and recording in the floor of my bedroom and editing everything on a netbook. That wasn't very fun, but you've got to start somewhere, and if you work hard, one day you'll be able to have a nice big office and be able to pick what you like. Next up is a question from Miguel Romero, and he says, how many classes did you fail? So I know a lot of people don't know how old I am. I'm 18 years old, so I'm a first-year university student, and I'm taking a business degree. And let's just say I took the minimal amount of classes, and I'm passing most of them, but I'm having huge troubles with math. So depending on what I get on the final exam, that is most likely the class I'm going to fail. Other than that, this video has been pretty long already, and although I only answered 4 questions in total and 3 regarding the setup, I hope it kind of gave you guys an idea of the setup and how I built it and answered some of the most asked questions. If you have any more questions, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. And if you ever have any that you want me to answer in the next episode, not only can you leave a comment down below, but you can also tweet me on Twitter at JTechApple using the tag AskJTech, and I'll be checking that constantly to find questions I can answer in the next episode. I haven't sat in front of the camera for quite a while now, so I don't know if you guys want me sitting in front of here or not, but I thought it'd be nice to get back into it. Good practice. And I have exams coming up. I'm going to be pretty busy, but I'm still going to try to squeeze in some major phone reviews that I haven't had a chance to get around to yet. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button as it helps the channel out a bunch. And I'll see you all in the next one.